All right. Hello, everybody. Facebook, YouTube. It's nice to see you guys again. I know I missed the previous podcast that I was supposed to do, but we're going to catch up on everything today. I'm apologizing for that. But just quickly, before we get started, I want to talk to you about JatPeru Travel Agency. This is the agency that we travel with. I have known Juan since 2006. And every trip to Peru that I've organized and I went on with groups, Juan is always the one that's in charge of organizing our trips and making sure that everything runs without a hitch. So 2006, we're in 2024, so 18 years of partnership, organizing trips and traveling. Obviously, we can't control the weather. We can't control what happens when we're there. But everything that's within our control, the travel arrangements, the hotels, the service, everything has been always absolutely impeccable. They are guides that speak French, English, and Spanish. So it's handy for anyone traveling to with this company because they can get their own language as long as obviously it's one of those three languages. The hotels, they're 3 stars. If you want, you can always upgrade to a 4-star or 5-star, but 3 stars in Peru are magnificent. People are always surprised when I tell them you have your own bathroom in your own room. There's hot water. All the 8 hotels include breakfast. And the care of the planning and making sure that your needs are met. That's something that an agency like JatPeru can do for you. Juan, the owner, is knowledgeable and experienced. He will take the time to get to know you to make sure that we are able to meet what your expectations are. Now, everybody who goes to Peru says, well, obviously I want to see Machu Picchu, but there's so much more to Peru than that. There's the stays in the jungle in these magnificent huts, hotels. The food in Peru is delicious. And you can have quite the culinary experience while we're there. So I've never been disappointed with the food. I've also never been sick. Some people mistake being sick with altitude sickness, which is very different. The restaurants in Peru are clean. The people there are conscientious of making your food properly, washing your hands. So eating there is a pleasure and not something to worry about. We also use travel buses. Now, you can always hire a private bus if you have a large enough group, but the transportations in Peru and the airlines in Peru are top-notch. So we, in one of our trips, we always take a night bus from Nazca to Arequipa. These buses have seats that lay down so that you can sleep for the night, and they're very comfortable. Security is there, so there's no problem traveling alone. I've traveled alone in Peru. Now we organize groups and we take groups because we just love it so much. So if Peru is a place that has always made you curious or fascinated you for their archaeology, for their history, for their culture, the music, the people are amazing there. I think that's one of the things that I like the most is being there with them, sharing their culture, sharing their knowledge, sharing their smiles. It's a happy place. It's my happy place. So we're collaborating with JatPeru to put groups together, and our tours are always leaving from anywhere in the world. You just join us in Lima, and we take care of you once you get to Lima. So the idea is to make your way there, and then we will be catching you up at the airport, and from there, we take care of you. We look after you. We escort you everywhere. Every new sites or every new town that we will be accessing as its own local guide. So we have someone who knows the place, who knows what's important to see, what visits would be of interest and sparking your imagination. We travel to the main places, but we sometimes have little surprises along the trips, like the hot springs, or the night of healing in the desert, or a special shaman organizing a ceremony for us and Humante Lake. So whatever is important to you, by discussing it with us, we will put it together so that we hopefully can answer all of your questions and meet all your expectations. What's important is just contacting us. We do have a trip leaving shortly this year in November. We will be leaving Montreal on November 1st and returning on November 23rd. And until tomorrow, the February 29th, we have an early bird discount. We are able to have a group airline tickets. We need 2 more people. If 2 more people join us, we have the group rate. We're saving quite a bit of money to make our way with a direct flight all the way to Lima, which is always nice. No losing of baggages. Everything makes its way there. Juan is a person that I like to work with because he likes to take care of his people. So he usually will lend a helping hand to families that are distressed because one of their family member was injured or hurt or is unemployed for any particular reason. So he's a person with a good heart. And what he wants the most is when you leave Peru, you want to come back. Or at the very least, you want to recommend your trip to absolutely anyone you know because it's so fantastic to be there. So you can trust the company because after 18 years, they know what they're doing. They have a fantastic array of experiences that you can have. And that whether you're young, you're old, or you're a family, we can match the trip for you. This trip that we're taking to Peru this year is making our way to the Nazca Lines, exploring the Coca Canyon. We have ayahuasca ceremony planned. So we are putting this magnificent trip and we're hoping that you'll join us. So yeah, I'm not sure what else I could say other than we hope that you join us. And if you can't make the trip that we've organized, we can always arrange other dates for a smaller group to help you get to know Peru and discover the adventurer that's been sleeping inside of you all this time. So I will let you go with this, but if you need anything else, you contact JatPeru or you contact me, and we'll hopefully have you join us on our trip that is happening in November this year, 2024. So thank you very much for listening. We'll see you soon.